Hello, good and lovely people. Hope you're having a much better day than I am. And to all the new subscribers, I am Sasha. Hello, please feel at home. This is Love Builds Up Crafts, and today we have a Tonic Craft kit. This is the Advent Star kit, and I've already done a review. So in this video, we're going to be making this lovely snack plate that you see here. I don't really have the best pictures of this snack plate, unfortunately, so let's just get started. So you're going to need all your papers from this kit. I'm so sorry, I just couldn't choose a few. I really love this range of papers. It's so beautiful, so I had to try and use all of them, including the packaging, because as you can see, this is the Craft Perfect packaging. I've just stuck it on some card, as well as this paper as well. I've stuck it on some card so that it is more stable. We need our snack boxes not to collapse, so we can't make them out of paper. In addition to all your cardstock, you're going to need some grey board, because we need something that's really stable as a base, and grey board is really stable. And then you're also going to need some twine and maybe some gems, maybe. It's a personal preference. And then you're going to need this die here that is going to work over time, because we're going to use it to cut everything. And then also these little triangles so that we can cut out some tags for our little boxes, and we can label them because we are organized. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and cut everything just using this big die so that this video isn't too long. So I'm back and I've cut that out, I think 8 times. Whew. Or maybe 9 if you count the magnetic sheets. But I've cut out a shape out of all my cardstock, and then I've gone ahead and reinforced all the lines so that it folds like that. And I've also cut out my base grey board and some hollow paper, that's hollow card. That's what we're going to use as a base, so I'm going to put those to the side. And then I've also cut out my tags out of my scrap paper. I used the scraps from that hollow card to cut out some triangles, and that's what we're going to use to label, to make little tags for our boxes. These scraps here are all the little flaps from the boxes, from all the 6 little snack boxes, because we don't need the flaps, so I've cut them all off. And we're going to keep that because that's what we're going to use to make a card, which you're going to, there'll be a video for that. And then I've also cut out these little I don't know what to call them, slivers. If you've got a tag label maker, sorry, use that, but my kids broke mine, so I've cut out these little slits of paper and I'm going to use them to label. And then I've also cut out some shapes out of magnetic paper, no, not magnetic sheet, and I'm going to stick it at the bottom like that, so that I'm going to try it out. If it works, I'm going to try and stick it at the bottom of that hollow card before I stick it on the grey board, so that we can have sort of like a magnetic situation where you can remove the snack plate that you want, eat it, and then put it back on. I think that would be cool if it does work out. If it doesn't, you know, life goes on, so let's stop faffing about. First things first, let's work on our base, because without a good foundation, what is the point to anything? Nothing. Okay, so we're going to stick all our little magnetic pieces onto our hollow card. You can see the shapes there, just follow the shapes, and once you stuck it on, you're going to add a crazy amount of liquid adhesive to your grey board, because you need that to adhere really well. So if you're a glue miser, then I don't know what to tell you, you probably can't make this. So anyway, now add some heavy things over it. I'm using my coloring pencils and my glitter pen jar to just make sure that it sticks together and it dries really well. And once that's done, I've gone ahead and made these boxes, but I'll show you how I made them, because I did that to save time. But then this is also dry now. Look at that, our base is nice and glimmery. That hollow card is just So the magnetic thing is a bit of a fail because the magnetic sheet that I used, I don't think it has strong enough pull. So maybe if I had a stronger magnetic sheet, or maybe if I had the tinier little circle magnets to use at the base of my snack box, I think maybe that would work. So you could try that out if you really wanted to do it, but I have left the magnetic sheet in there because it does make the base a bit more stable. So you can see there I've put together my little label. I've just stuck the pieces together, then I made a hole in my triangle so that I'm able to add my twine. And now I'm going to take the little shape, the star that will make a box, a snack box, and I'm going to add holes just to the top there. Make sure that you don't get it so close to the seams because you don't want to cut your seams. So I am eyeballing it, but make sure you're doing it in a way that you don't cut your seams. So you're going to go ahead and make holes all around. It does require a bit of effort because remember, especially on this bit, because it is 2 layers, one is paper, one is card. The other bits that are just card are quite easy to do this too, but this bit did take a bit of effort, so just be wary of that. Sorry about that. That is a message from my husband. He's downstairs, but he chooses to text me instead. So marriage, you gotta love it. So anyway, now you're going to add your twine through the holes. You're gonna do it so that you're coming from the back, from the outside. I don't know how else to explain this. Just put your twine from the outside of the box rather than from the inside, because that will help you to pull it without putting too much pressure on it, because if you do pull it too much you will rip it. So make sure that you're not pulling it too much. So what I do is once I've got my twine, I obviously cut off from the from the spool, and then you're going to make a bow, but then use your hand. Use your hand to make sure that you're bringing it closer together, and that way you don't have to pull the twine as much, because if you do pull the twine it will rip the paper. So just use your hand to hold it in place. I know this bit is like so super fiddly, it honestly is, but no matter what you do, make sure you're not pulling that twine too much. If you can't get the hole to be smaller, that's fine, just leave it as tight as you can get it, because at the end of the day, you're going for handmade, not Hallmark. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as that box is tied together and it has the shape, I think that's what's important. So once you've that was a bad that was so bad. But once you've held your box together in place, then just make a knot there. You can see I'm trying to like make my hole smaller, but don't add too much pressure to yourself to get that hole to be small, because the way I was going to put the snacks in anyway, I was going to put them in little bags so that they wouldn't fall out. So I'd put them in little cellophane bags and then put them in there. I think this is a really cute idea, especially right now during COVID-19. Like if you have a little Christmas party, you don't want to be sharing snacks, so if everyone has their own little snack plate. So anyway, make 2 knots. I've speaking, I have double knotted it, and then now I'm going to make a bow. My bows are just really regular degular. I'm just making a knot and then yeah, guys, just make a bow. The way that you make a bow is probably better than the way I do it. So anyway, make your bow. But as I was saying, these are really cute because you can place them on the table and have everyone's name, and then they can be really personalized. Like the ones I did there, I did them with my boys in mind. So I have nuts, raisins, mini cheddars, but you can literally have like any little dry snacks in there. So now you're gonna add a label. I just put the twine whilst it's still attached to the knot, because then you're going to use that to open. If you pull the tag, then everything opens. So it's important that you keep it all as one piece. So make a knot on your tag there, just like that, and you can double knot it, but it's not really necessary. And then snip off all the excess. Okay, Sasha, come on. this is this I was so slow with this, but it's such a fiddly bit anyway. So you snip off the excess twine, and then just leave a bit of it there hanging, and then you're going to add glue to that bit, or tape, just to hold it down. I'm going to add liquid adhesive because I want this to last quite a long time, so I want it to be well stuck down. So I'm just adding some liquid adhesive, and then I'm going to press my finger over it so that I get that adhered to the base there. You're not going to see these bits, but then it's always nice to make sure that everything is nice and neat. So once you've held that for a few minutes, it will adhere, and then you just leave it to dry, and that will be all your snack boxes done. I really like this idea, okay? I think if I did celebrate Christmas, I would do this for my family. Like, have cute little snack plates for everyone, and then everyone could like grab their snack plates with their personalized snacks, because I have fussy eaters, so this is really good for my fussy eaters, because then I don't have to think, oh, how many different bowls of snacks do I have to put out? I can just make these, and then they can be personalized to what they fancy. So anyway, I'm probably talking too much, so I'm going to like move on now to the next bit, because this is getting a bit boring. And the next bit is here. So now we're going to arrange our snack boxes onto our little base plate. Okay, I am like being so extra careful. I'm never this careful with my crafts. I was being so careful with this one though. So now I'm going to sort out an arrangement there on my base plate. I've put that one in the middle, and then the other ones I'm just going to place them around where the triangles should be, just like that. See, so if you align the triangle shapes, it will just naturally make a formation just like that. And I'm going to alternate the colors, so one dark color, one light, then one dark, then one light, then one dark. Yeah, so yeah, well, that's what I thought I was doing anyways. That's what I did. And then you're going to stick those down. Just use your liquid adhesive and stick those down. Make sure you don't get glue everywhere. Just add glue to the top edge, and you don't need it towards the edge there. And that's your little snack plate done. I did go ahead and add a little hinge, as you'll see in the pictures. It's not a hinge, sorry, a little holder, like I don't know what to call it, but something to just hold it. And all I did is I cut up strips of grey board, about 4 layers of grey board, stuck it on top of each other, and then I stuck my hollow card and then white card, and then I wrote on there that please enjoy your personal snack plate. And I also added some feet to it so that it's a bit stable. So I just cut out 4 layers of grey board again, and then stuck it on either ends of the base plate there, so one on the left, one on the right. I'm sorry I didn't show that, but that's what I did. And as you can see, that handle allows you, that's it, handle, the handle allows you to be able to lift up your plate and move it around. So yeah, like I said, I don't have good pictures of this, but I really hope you like this idea. And I did add some snowflakes and some gems there. You can personalize it how you want, but if you do like this and you're going to try this, then please make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And please like this video, because I need all your support. Please, please, please. And also check out my website, www.lovebuildsupcrafts, where there is a blog and access to my social media.